My name is what? My name is my name is it's named Sadie.
What's up? It's Chrissy.
It's Lee.
And this is
the Thick Twice Podcast.
Featuring our special guest, our first ever guest,
We have a
Sean
guest.
Copeland.
Hello.
What's up, Thick Twice? How y'all doing today?
We're good. How are you?
Good, doing really good.
That's good.
Really good.
Well, thank you for being our first guest. We are in a new location too. It's gorgeous. You can't see our view, but it's amazing.
It is. I can see Canada from here.
Yeah. International.
Yes. All right. So, how have you been since the last time we saw each other? And Sean, how has your summer been going?
My summer's been going pretty good. Just doing a little light travel. I haven't been to all the places I wanted to go to, but I went to Cleveland earlier this summer. Might be going back for Labor Day. Working on my blog, doing some music stuff. So it's been pretty good
That's
so far.
good.
That's really cool. How have you been, Chrissy?
I have been doing good. I have a fashion show this weekend.
Ooh.
So lots of stuff going on in the fashion world right now. And let's fingers crossed that I can still go to New York Fashion Week because Lee's going with me. And listen, we just can't let this slip through the cracks.
Yes, that should be so fun.
Yeah, what about you?
Crossed. What have I been doing this week? It's been a real chill week. My supervisor was out for their birthday.
That's always good.
It's been like a birthday week. I went to a Harry Potter themed birthday party Wednesday, and that was really fun because it was like wands and all the decorations, and you had to dress up in a costume. So
What did you dress up as?
Bellatrix.
I ain't gonna act like I even paid attention to Harry Potter.
Yeah.
She was the villain. She was like the angry villain. She always played like the angry white woman getting revenge in like movies. Like she played in any Tim Burton movie where she was the love interest. She's the white woman. She's in like every Tim
Not
Burton.
the Twilight bitch.
No, not
Okay.
Kristen Stewart.
Okay, yeah.
She's like older than Kristen Stewart.
I gotta look at
Once you see her face, you will know exactly who it is. Like literally.
Okay.
But so I was her because I had a lot of lace and a lot of black, and yeah, that was really fun to do. And this week has been pretty chill. Pretty chill.
You know I had to look her up.
Yeah.
Because I'm a researcher at heart.
Do you know who she is?
You know, she looked like Anne Hathaway, but it's
Oh.
not fucking Anne Hathaway.
It's not Anne.
I gotta watch Harry Potter again. Do you watch Harry Potter?
Okay, so confession, I have never seen any of the Harry Potter movies. I'm terrible. And I had no excuse not to see them, but I just have not seen any. But I think I should play catch up
Yeah.
before the summer's over.
It's definitely like one of those cultural things. It's like SpongeBob. Like if you didn't see SpongeBob, you're gonna see a million SpongeBob memes and not know what to talk about. I recently felt like that with what's that show on HBO where the teenagers be
Insecure?
going crazy and they be doing drugs.
Oh, The Rue.
The Rule. She be
the
the main one.
Yeah. What the fuck is the name of that show with Zendaya?
Euphoria.
Euphoria.
Euphoria. That's how I felt with all the Euphoria memes.
And I haven't seen Euphoria either.
Me either.
We gotta get on our shit.
I've been watching TV.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to transition into the thick of it. Hey, into the thick of it. Hey, into the thick of it. All right, you want to start us off?
Sure. I can start us off. So the other day, I believe it was, what's today?
Friday.
I get the days of the week wrong. So if today is Friday, then it must have been Wednesday that Angela Yee tweeted that, as you know of, the Breakfast Club is over.
Now she did it in a tweet.
She did it in a tweet.
She did.
And I'm like, the tweet was like 8 minutes old, and I'm like searching like the comments. I'm searching the Breakfast Club page. I'm on everybody page. Like, did something happen? Was there an argument? And no, she just tweeted that, and I don't know.
So basically, it's because she got other shit popping, and I think Breakfast Club was interfering with her other shit. Like she got 2 other shows that
Like she has like the lip service.
yeah,
is
lip
one
service,
called.
and I think she do something else with iHeart Radio or something.
Okay.
Probably making her more fucking money than the Breakfast Club,
Yeah.
and DJ NBS on his car shit, Charlamagne on his book shit. So
Yeah.
she gotta be on her shit.
That's real. Did you listen to the Breakfast Club or enjoy the Breakfast Club?
I actually listened to them often. I actually listened to them on the day where she was saying that she was no longer going to be on there. I didn't know she did it in a tweet originally.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, however much time we got left with her. So I don't know if she still got like a month or a couple months left, but I don't think it's gonna be like sudden.
Is she? Do you know if she's leaving just her?
That's what I want to know.
Because the way you made it sound like it's just her leaving.
I don't know if
I think
Charlamagne.
it is just her. And I think she said as well, like a month. Actually, she didn't give a specific time. So it could be a month, it could be a week. Like, she didn't really say. So we just have to tune in and see what's going on.
Okay. Did you listen to the Breakfast Club?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like,
Okay.
I listened to the Breakfast Club. Like, I think that Angela Yee not being on the show is definitely going to affect
It's gonna
the
fix.
chemistry of the show.
Mm-hmm.
But, because she, to me, is the one that keeps them on task.
Yeah.
Because Charlamagne can go a little to the
Yeah.
left sometimes, and Envy
All
can
time.
get a little off track with Charlamagne. So I feel like she's the one that keeps them on track. But I'm interested in seeing like who they're actually going to replace her with. That's going to be really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That would be interesting because you would have to have that patience too. Because Charlamagne and Envy are people you need patience with.
Mhm.
I wasn't like, I listened to the show because it was a cultural thing. Like, that's like saying I never watched Wendy Williams. I watched the Wendy Williams episode.
Our girl need help.
And you had to, because it was like, she need help.
Yeah.
Send help. But yeah. So I don't feel like horrible about it. Because I would catch it when I caught the show.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still like people started like tweeting like their favorite moments from the show. And I was like, damn, they have had some good ass moments on this show. Like the Birdman.
Definitely. Oh, that was a classic.
Yeah, that was a classic one.
That was
That
a
was
crazy
really good.
day.
Soldier Boy.
Drake.
Drake.
So yeah, they gave us some memories, and it's sad to see them go. But they're about to do, it leaves room for new people to come
Yeah,
in. So
growth and change.
yeah. So do you want to do back
Yeah,
and
we
forth? Okay.
Okay, so the first one on my list, y'all might have heard about this, but y'all know, like I said in our last episode, our good sis Beyonce released her new album, in which I listened to the whole thing on my way to Toledo, and it was a great album. I can't lie. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that, but it was great. And I don't know if y'all know that on one of her songs, she was using a sample, very small sample from a Khalees song. I believe it was Milkshake. And Khalees got mad that Beyonce used it, quote unquote, without her permission. But the thing is, Khalees don't even own the damn song that she sang on, for real own it.
Mm-hmm.
So really, she was like directing her anger at the wrong person. You need to be mad at the person who not giving you your song and your credits. But Beyonce did end up taking that little, whatever like the little beat was, she took it out the song. I didn't even know that you could take beats out of songs after you publish the shit. Did y'all know that?
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
Mr.
forgot.
Music.
So I forgot that you could do that, but I feel that can I like elaborate
Yeah.
on that?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so the thing that's really interesting about, like, I do like Khalees. Like, I think she's dope. I've always felt Khalees was dope. But I feel like she kind of missed the mark on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, let's be real here. Like, people have not really heard about Khalees as far as this generation. Like, maybe in our generation we have.
Mm-hmm.
Because we remember, like, the Milkshake or the other songs that she did.
Mhm.
But I feel like, to me, she missed the mark because it's like, this is your bag that you could have had.
Yeah.
And I understand that you were upset because Beyonce didn't contact you. And I understand where she's coming from. I understand that she felt that Beyonce should have contacted her. But maybe you could have, instead of going on Instagram and making a video, maybe you could have had your team reach out to her team and say, hey, this wasn't cool the way this was done. but I'm still gonna get my bag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So would an artist still get paid even if they don't technically own it?
Or
So here's the thing, because Beyonce actually put Khalees in the credits. Like she actually put her in the credits. She was inside of the, you know, the booklet and stuff like that. She was there, but Khalees, you know, she still was upset because she felt that Beyonce didn't contact her. But I'm like, this is money that you could have had. You talking about the biggest artist in the world put you on their song, and you just fumbled the bag. Like you should have had your team contact her team. It could have been done better. I just felt like it could have been done better.
Agreed.
it definitely could have been done better. I love Khalees, so I'm not gonna get in between this. And I don't feel like she real like money hungry.
Ooh, she put me in the hot seat, y'all.
I'm not gonna get upset. I feel like she's not a money hungry type of person. Like she be on her farm making hair products and then shipping the bitches out. So I feel like she did it emotional. It was a very emotional response. It was a very like, oh, I just heard this happen. I'm gonna get on Instagram right now. I don't think it was handled the correct way. And I feel like if it was done a little bit more professionally, then it would have been handled a different way. But now her name is off of the song. And like you said, like she doesn't get any type of credit at all. And
sad story.
Yeah, so.
And like Chrissy said, it was a very small sample.
Very small. Not even like a lyric or anything. It was like a beep boop.
Beep boop boop bop. Okay.
I think I would have taken. I just would have accepted it, and I would have accepted my bag.
You know, and I feel like it would have been different if the song was like a remix type of thing, a milkshake, like my milkshake, right? That would have been different than like just in the beat. Like that's a total difference. Yeah. So yeah, she did fumble the fucking bag.
She did.
Yeah.
So next on my list was the Jackie Aina scandal. So, girl, scandal with a candle. Scandal with a candle.
What'd she do?
Okay, so I thought people loved Jackie Aina. Then I started getting on Twitter, and people was like, pretty much like, fuck Jackie Aina. She a sellout. She thinks she's so African American. Y'all know she half African. It was a lot of those comments, which that's a whole nother thing, because she's Nigerian. I believe her father's from Nigeria, and so like a lot of Africans were upset about the candle. So she released a new candle set because she has a candle line called Forever Mood, and with one of the candles, it was called. Y'all know I don't be pronouncing stuff.
Oh.
So, from my just ignorant American, me not even trying pronouncing of this candle, it's called Sorosoki, and it translates to, I believe, that was the name of one of the scents of the candles, and that translates to speak louder in Nigeria. And the issue that people had was at the height of Black Lives Matter and protesting movement, especially like even in Nigeria, it was like an End SARS movement happening in 2020. Jackie Aina refused to speak up. She didn't mention anything. She didn't say anything. So that Soro, which somebody's gonna correct me, that phrase, they are relating it to like Black Lives Matter, or they're relating it to like I can't breathe.
Interesting. And
so her posting it on a candle and her not being a part of the movement rubbed a lot of people wrong. And so she put out an apology and said that like, as the brand owner of Forever Mood, I understand that our decision severely hurt members. With the naming the candle that, and it will never happen again. But people were tearing that woman to shreds, and I have never seen anybody say anything bad about her before, and I was just really shocked.
Shocked is the word, honey, because I too thought we loved Miss Jackie. But you know what? And y'all gonna get on me. I ain't even gonna say it. I feel like that is so.
Say it.
You can't listen. How you gonna be so? We talked about this, about can you be in an interracial relationship and truly be like pro-black? What do you think?
Ooh,
Do you think you can, Sean?
Okay, so this is a hot button topic. So, man.
I know.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm one of those people, like, I'm not gonna claim the word activist yet because that carries a lot of weight to it.
Mhm.
But I do, really care about Black causes, and I try to, really put on for our people and do different things that uplift our community. But I don't know. I feel like you can be like a person who is pro-Black,
Mhm.
and you can marry a person of another race. But I feel like it's all about like your self-awareness.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like, you still have to know that you're a Black person, because sometimes people will marry someone outside their race and then sometimes forget.
Yeah,
Yeah.
assimilate.
So, right, assimilate. That's the perfect word. So, I feel like as long as you're still self-aware of who you are and you're down with the culture, you're down with the cause, I think it can be done.
Mhm.
It's just, we've seen examples where it is a good thing, and then we've seen examples where it's, a little interesting. But I think it can be done. Personally.
Yeah, I think it can be done too. What about you? I know we kind of talked about this, but just to let the people know.
Okay, who are we talking about?
We talk about Jackie Aina.
She's in an interracial relationship.
Ain't her husband white?
No,
Her husband black?
he black as hell.
Girl, you lying. Let me look this man up.
He tall, dark, handsome.
Why do I feel like I seen her with a white man?
I don't know.
Hold on.
Uh-uh.
You know we got to look it up. Jackie Gina.
Jackie Gina. I think it's her husband or fiance. I'm not sure if they
He
married.
sure is black.
Girl.
Who was I thinking about?
Who's the husband?
Her husband, I'm not sure what he does, but
Who is this man?
I don't know.
Okay, maybe I just had the wrong guy.
Yeah.
Maybe she dated somebody before her husband who was not black. I
Probably.
swear I've seen her with a white man. I'm gonna take back what I said now, but maybe she just not in touch with her blackness. Some people just be like, I'm gonna just use it as, for my candle line instead of actually living that shit.
Yeah.
Kind of like for clout.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's what people were like hinting at. Like, she just did it for clout rather than he wasn't really out here being an advocate for it.
Yeah.
You wanna go next?
Yes. All right. Next, I have. Okay, so y'all know the nurse who crashed and killed 6 people.
Oh,
So she is being charged with 6 counts of murder, and the fact that sis has been in 13 accidents that have possibly or could have caused bodily harm, and sis still had her license.
Mm-hmm.
How are we doing this?
And
What's
walked away
going
with, like, a
on?
sprained
The
ankle.
bitch had a sprained ankle.
They said she wasn't on drugs either.
No drugs, no alcohol. The bitch
Nothing.
was just mad that something about her boyfriend or something. Something about a guy.
So you crashed into and killed 6 people?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Go to jail, bitch.
What's going on here? what does it take for your
understand.
state to be like, you know what? You done caused too many accidents, sis, and I need that license up off you. What does it take? Lord.
That's ridiculous.
Rest in peace to those people though.
Yeah, it was like a whole little family she killed. Like,
Yeah.
When was this? I didn't even.
I actually never heard the news story. I just keep hearing it in passing. Like, people keep
was
talking
about
about
2
like
weeks
the
ago.
audacity of her still being alive and doing this to
Wow.
other people. But yeah, it happened like 2 weeks ago. She killed like a family of 4 and like 2 other people.
A pregnant lady. Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
it was a mess.
Mhm. This was in California.
Mm.
okay.
So next on my list was the Kia Boys. I think I mentioned this last week. The Kia Boys was out here. But if you have a Kia, they are out here stealing your cars.
Mhm.
Before I left the house, they said over 150 Kias have been stolen in the Metro Detroit area within the past few weeks.
Who the fuck in Detroit got a Kia?
A lot.
They is doing this shit with USB cords. Do you hear me?
iPhone USB cords.
Whoa.
And they can steal your whole.
It's been
Oh, okay. So apparently it's been like this TikTok trend, and it's been a TikTok trend since like 2020.
Fucking TikTok.
So they show you how to break into a Kia and hijack the car using your iPhone cord, like the USB part.
And this is a thing. Like they're going around stealing kids. Like they steal.
This is a nationwide
Chevy.
thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in the dark on that one. Wow.
Yes, you gotta go on TikTok and look up Kia Boys. And so so they have made it here to the Dirty D. And they've
Oh,
even
so they're
like
not from here. Like this is something.
no,
that
this
they,
is just like if you steal the car, you a Kia boy now.
Wow. So they're like these dudes are from another state, and then they just traveled up here. And
No,
started-
it's
The
just
message
like
is spreading.
okay,
it's like
okay.
a trend, and then people wherever state you in, you
Wherever-
call yourself
okay.
a Kia boy if
I'm
you.
screaming. Not as worldwide.
Yeah, it's worldwide, and so it definitely made its way here, and it's Kias and Hyundais,
Mhm.
Hyundais. But it's both of those cars, and you can find out how to do it on TikTok. I'm not encouraging you to do this, but yes, if you need more information, people have been like documenting their stories, like going outside and if like my car has been broken into, like they took the steering wheel lock off and like put it on the seat. And most of the time the cars are returned, they just mess it up horribly and then do it for the thrill.
Wow.
Wow.
So yes, be on the lookout if you have a Kia, because they
That's crazy.
out here.
It is crazy. Next on my list is that Trump's house, the Mar-a-Lago, got raided. Your boy got raided. To all those Trump niggas out there, how y'all feel about that? Because I know y'all sad. They probably don't even listen to this podcast, to be
They
quite
not.
honest.
First of all, if you're a choice reporter, I don't want you listening. To
I don't want you to hear it.
all business ain't good business.
You ain't lying.
And then second of all, they probably not sad. They're probably like, this is an attack on America. And goddamn, make America great again. This is why he was our greatest president. Like,
you did that a little too good.
I know, right? It's my favorite go-to accent. That's how I feel like people from out of this country think we talk.
You know, that could be. That could be. And apparently they even confiscated, like, what were they called? Not secure documents. They got some, what are they called, you guys?
Confidential.
Confidential.
So, okay.
Thank you. They got some confidential documents from the Mar-a-Lago. He had some, like, nuclear paperwork, and some other stuff. Like,
He trading secrets.
He
I'm
trading.
just-
He doing something for them to be in his motherfucking shit. Okay, so hey, I hope they get him for everything he got.
Yeah. Do you have anything to add?
You know what? I actually heard like a little bit about this story.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say what I want to say.
Yeah.
Because you know how people are with politics. But I will say that it's an interesting thing with Trump's house getting raided because of all of the what was it, I think it was the emails
With Hillary Clinton.
With Hillary.
Yeah, that, and there was something. Oh, his tax records. That's what it was. It was the tax records and stuff like that he was trying to hide. So I'm wondering if they're actually going through this house and if they might find like some of those tax records that they were looking for, or some other, interesting, shady evidence that he might have been hiding during the presidency. So that is something that I'm definitely like looking forward to seeing, over the coming weeks to see if they find anything on that.
That would be super interesting if they found something. I would be waiting to see.
I honestly think that they are doing this perfectly at this time because they do not want that man to run for president again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's true too.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing. I'll skip my last one for time.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's just about Blueface and Krishan, and we're
And how she
tired of
fucking crazy. Bitch is dick whipped. Did you see that video I sent you on TikTok where it was
not
showing
yet.
why she crazy and it was showing him in his boxers?
No, I didn't see that one
Oh,
yet.
okay, yeah. They did that. And you know what? I just want to say something. real
Yeah.
quick. You can definitely be dickmatized to where you will do some dumbass shit for a nigga with some good dick. There's some girls out here who will do that. Have you heard of that, Sean? They give you your paycheck, give you their paycheck. They let you borrow their car. I know you done heard of that.
The car is a big one.
The car, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Don't act like y'all ain't heard of. Look at you said never, okay? Never for me either.
No, I know you know about the car. That's one of the main ones.
The car, I don't even. I asked my friends last year, was I shallow because I don't talk to niggas with a car? Because, look, first of all, we both can't be coming from the bottom. One of us got to be up and up. Okay?
Both of us, okay?
For the car, this nigga using your car to do shit and he dropping you off to work. It's a son for me. It's a child.
And we can't raise no man, like K. Michelle says. Stop playing. All right, so we are on to our next section.
Yes, we're doing
an icebreaker. Choose a question.
Yes.
Mr. Sean Copeland of the 811 blog. Yesterday was 811.
Yes, it was. Okay, so mine says, what is the dumbest way you've been injured? Man, I'm okay. Real talk. I'm kind of clumsy, so I've had some interesting things. Okay, so I think one of the weirdest ways I've been injured is when I was a kid. I was riding my bike outside, and I actually, I don't know how it happened, but like my arm actually went through the fence, like the top of the fence, and I still have that little puncture like to this day.
Oh my
Let me
God.
see.
Let me see if I can even.
It went through the fence, like.
Where is it?
It's somewhere on there.
Yeah, it's somewhere, but I think that was like one of the weirdest, dumbest ways. Because the way I fell, I actually went like to the top of the fence, and it was weird. You know that house that is next door to me?
Mm-hmm.
That was the one.
Not that one.
Yeah, so I was like literally going through the block or whatever on my bike, and it happened. I would say that's the dumbest way that I've been injured.
Wow.
What about you?
Whoa. I thought we was choosing different questions.
Oh.
Because I don't know if I've been injured in a crazy way before. What, have you?
Yeah, I'm super clumsy, so.
Oh.
I come up with 1,000 ways,
Shit.
1,000 scars to show you.
Let me see.
You picked it, you put it in there.
Okay. What would you name your boat if you had one? Let me see. Probably Thank God I'm Fabulous. The
Okay.
name of my boutique.
Okay.
Easy, on brand, you feel me?
Yeah.
And it could be a fabulous ass boat.
Yeah. Okay.
All
Let
right.
me see. Oh, what will your superpower be? Teleport. Get me here, get me gone.
Yeah.
Right now. That was easy. I think about that every day. I hate flying.
Y'all ever seen the movie Jumper? Oh shit. Well, he could touch people and teleport them with him.
Ooh.
I would love to be a
that's dope.
jumper ass nigga.
Unless he get mad at you and teleport you to like.
That reminded me of a story where my cousin had a boyfriend and I think he was cheating on her, so she drove him like from downtown all the way to the east side of Detroit and left him there. She said, "Get out my car," and made him find his way at like 3 o'clock in the
Oh
morning.
my God. Pre-Uber?
Pre-Uber, honey.
Pre-Uber.
Wow.
Would have ended up right back at your house. Like, what's up? Okay, so I think we're ready to get started. We're gonna hop into our interview portion. We thank you so much for being here. So our first question is just to get to know you just a little bit more. I've known you for a while. Chrissy's new to you, but let's introduce our audience. Tell us who you are, what are you about, what do you do?
Okay, so what's up, Thick Slice fam?
Hey.
My name is Sean Copeland. That's my government name. My stage name is ENZO. I'm an artist. I'm a writer and producer. I have a blog called 811 that I started earlier this year. And I'm also working on music, which should be released late this year or early next year. And that's pretty much it. I'm born and raised in Detroit, Michigan, so definitely homegrown.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's kind of the basics.
Okay.
Yeah, so I know we mentioned that yesterday was 8/11, And your blog is called 811. So could you just tell us a little bit more about like the inspiration? Where did the name come from? Just for the people, we know where it came from because we read about it.
For sure. So 8/11 is really special to me. My grandfather's birthday was August 11th, so his birthday would have been yesterday. He passed away in 2003, and so my company is called 811 Studios, and the blog is the first project that is released through that studio company. So it's basically a way to honor him and give him a legacy and to uphold his memory. So that's where that comes from.
That's what's up.
That's really cool. Well, happy birthday to your
Happy birthday,
granddad.
Woo!
And so going through your social media, because I went through all of it, it seemed like he had like a big influence on your life. Like, can you tell me like what he inspires for you?
Yeah, my granddad had a big influence on me. It's really funny because yesterday I actually was thinking about him. I think about him a lot anyway, but I really thought about him yesterday naturally. And I think one of the biggest influences that he had on me was like his personality, because he was a very interesting dude, like very like blunt, straightforward, like take no prisoners, like talk. Oh, I can cuss right?
Yes.
Talk this shit, all of that. Like, just was a really interesting person, but also like the loyalty. Like, I miss that because I think about like in his generation that was like really important to people, and so I try to carry that with me every day. So those are some of the things, like the authenticity, the loyalty, the willing to help people in any way that he could. That was something, or those were things that I definitely have been influenced by for sure.
Okay, cool.
Shout out to Granddad.
Yeah.
So you mentioned your studio. I didn't know that 811 was the studio, and then you were having different things. But I did read that you dabble in music. You just said that photography and the blog. So what is your favorite outlet out of all of those, and what do you feel like is your niche?
Oh, good question. I'm gonna go with the OG stuff. I would say music. I think music, is something that I started out with. So I started in music when I was 4 or 5. So it's been going on for a long time. So I would say that's probably my favorite in theory. But I also really enjoy writing too. Like I enjoy writing for my blog or doing news articles. Actually, I never mentioned this before, but I'm working on a book right now. So that is exclusive on the Thick Twice podcast. So yeah, I would say music number 1, and I would say writing would be number 2.
How many instruments do you play?
I play 2 instruments. So I play piano and organ. Those are kind of the same. And then I play the trumpet.
Okay.
I'm a little rusty on the trumpet. It's been a minute since I've actually played it, but I do technically play it.
Okay, cool.
Yes, I do technically.
Technically. You know what I'm saying? So Sean probably doesn't remember this, but you definitely taught me how to play You Remind Me of a Girl on the piano.
What?
Yeah.
This nigga remember.
Sean taught me how to play this on the piano. I know you don't. See?
How old were we when I did that?
I was probably like 10, so you was probably like 15, 16.
Wow. I don't even remember that.
I play it all the time. That's crazy.
Was it? Okay, so it was at my crib or
No, we had a little keyboard.
Oh, okay. I think I remember that keyboard.
We had a little keyboard. Yeah, it was in the living room.
Yeah, I remember the keyboard, but I don't remember teaching you that.
I know, because I was like, just so real quick. And he was like, that's the easiest thing I can teach you. And I've been playing it ever since.
Wow.
That is funny. Now you remind me.
Yes, it's literally so easy.
That's an awesome memory because I don't remember that.
This man don't even remember. But I mean, granted, that was over 10 years ago, bro.
It was.
How long y'all been knowing each other?
He's known me my whole life.
Okay.
Yeah, literally.
Gotcha.
Okay, so reading through your blog, you mentioned like the renaissance of Detroit. So where do you see this happening for artists and creators, and how do you see yourself in this renaissance?
Man, y'all got some good questions. So, man, that's a really good one. So I feel like the renaissance of Detroit is like we see a lot of like restaurants, like shops, stuff like that. But I don't know, like I feel like the renaissance of music is a little slower maybe. Because I mean, you have like your Big Sean, you have Eminem, who, in my opinion, is like the king of Detroit. In my opinion, because I know people debate.
Controversial.
Yeah, so, but you have those two. Of course, like the Motown artists, people like the White Stripes. I feel like we had that era, but I would like to see people come together, though, I would say, in Detroit, because I feel like a lot of times people kind of have their own thing, like in this corner, in that corner, and they don't want to support each other because it's like, well, I got this connection over here with Sony, and I got this connection at Columbia, and I don't want to help out this other person, you know what I mean? So I feel like once we could probably get that together, then we would probably really see a renaissance, because we have a lot of talent here. That's not the problem. Like we have a whole lot of talent. Like we've had some of the best talent in the industry, you know. So I feel like when we can get that together, I feel like we could start like dominating again. For sure.
Okay.
I really thought that you was about to say, once we get out of this Detroit rap type of shit. I don't know why I thought you was about to go there, but I do want to ask you, how do you feel about the current like Detroit artists? Like I'm trying to even think, like Peasy, like
or Sada, like
Sada Baby. How do you feel about those types of
artists? It gotta be more people than them, right?
It is.
That's like lit. That was
Babyface Ray. I'm trying to think.
I guess rap is our main thing. It's our big thing now.
I feel like I would say like with local artists, I'm gonna be real. Like I should listen to more Detroit rap. Like I listen to Sada, I listen to T Grizzly sometimes, but I don't know. Like what do you mean when you say like my opinion as far as like
the style, the collaboration?
Okay, so I feel like the style is. Me personally, I feel like Sada, his style is kind of actually funny to me because he doesn't take himself super seriously.
It's very comedic.
Yeah, he's very like comedic. So I like people like that who they rap, they got the story behind it, but they have fun with it. And I feel like he's always having fun with himself. Like I was listening to what is the name of it?
Not the I shoot your shit through your butt,
no,
nigga. Okay.
Not that one.
Nigga.
What was it? Block Party?
Yeah, the one that Nikki hopped on. She hopped on the remix.
Oh, look, wanna try. What was that song? He was doing They Wanna See Me Do My Dance.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, so I love the style of that song. Like I like the whole throwback of it. But you know what's kind of crazy, and people may think I'm like ignorant on hip hop when I say this, but I feel like Detroit artists, like some of the content they put out, it's kind of Southern influence. Like you hear like the heavy like trap, you hear the heavy 808s. So I feel like one thing I would like to see too is like we do have our own sound, like so to speak, but I would like to see us develop like a real Detroit unmistakable sound.
Okay.
You know, like New York, they have drill, like. I feel like we should have that.
Okay.
And we have, you know, like we're techno city. Like a lot of people maybe in the hood don't listen to techno. I do. But I feel like I thought about incorporating some of that into my music. Yeah. You know, like incorporating that because it's a Detroit thing.
Yeah.
So so I feel like when we, you know, maybe come up with that like unmistakable sound, I think it'll be dope.
Yeah.
I definitely do feel like Detroit has its own style.
I do too. Yeah.
So much that the West Coast tries to jock off us hard. Because I know I've run this up before because they was having songs about Little Caesars and eating on the West Side or East Side. It was West Coast jock us so hard. So I feel like we have our own style. I just think we need to get out of like that crabs and a barrel mentality.
Yeah, sure.
Like, oh, he up on, so I gotta try to beat him instead of let's put our brains together and see what we can do. And I feel like these artists now are doing that better. Like Babyface Ray has a mixtape with,
I forgot who, but I know
it's another Detroit artist, and then like Big Sean be bringing on Sada Baby. He brought on it wasn't the Cheddar Doughboys Cash Out on the song. Like I think Detroit artists are now seeing like we need each other because people be trying to shit on Detroit without us.
Yeah, and real quick, did you know that Big Sean brought Janae to Cass?
Yeah.
So like, what was it out there? I just wanted to see sis. That's it. I didn't even gotta see him. I just want to see her.
Oh, I'm not a.
You're not a Janae fan? Oh wow, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
Pretty girl, great music, great gowns.
And great choice in men. Okay. Have you seen Omarion, brother?
Orion is fine, but
Fine.
yeah.
That's it. She like, that's it. So we did a live podcast with the What Up Though podcast. Was that last month?
Yeah.
Last month. And one of the questions that was in that was, how do you pull yourself out of a creative drought? So just as a creative, if you ever are going through those droughts, like what do you normally do to get out of it if you've ever even experienced one?
That's another good question. I think like with creative droughts, I think it's important to like find a source of inspiration. And I go through droughts just like anybody. So I would say for me, one of the things that helps is like for me, I'll use Detroit as an example. Like being here, I'll come downtown or midtown, and I instantly just start. It's something about like these skyscrapers and tall buildings that just makes my mind think higher, and then I'll start like getting to a better headspace. So that's something that I do, and I'll just kind of like come down here and drive around, spend like a half hour doing that, and just looking at the energy of it, because I'm like a city person through and through. Like I've never lived in the burbs in my entire life, contrary to some people who think that I did. But I'm like a city person, so being down here with like all the noise and the energy and stuff like that, it just will automatically like get me out of a little drought for a little bit, and then I'll start thinking of stuff, and I get to a better place to be, you know, writing or creating or whatever. Listen to podcasts. Like listen to podcasts like Jay Shetty, right? It's somebody that I've been up on lately.
Okay.
He's like really good. He talks about like, you know, like the inspirational stuff and the spiritual stuff, and he doesn't really push religion per se, like for people who, you know how that can divide people. So he doesn't really go into that territory, but he does talk about just spiritual stuff and like inspirational stuff, and you know what to do if you feel lost, what to do if you feel uninspired. So I listen to him sometimes for that. I think being in nature sometimes, like just kind of chilling out, and
Love it.
I'm like a beach person.
Love the beach.
Yeah, so I'm a huge beach person. So I'll go there and I'm good. Like I'll go and just sit in the sand, and you know, then I'm like, oh man, this is dope, and I'll start thinking of different ideas. So I think those things work for me.
Okay, so this is really random, but me and my sister was talking about the beach last night. She was like, when I relax, I think about the seagulls in the beach. I said, girl, why is it
seagulls?
I said, why are seagulls in your relaxation picture?
Because they be yelling.
She was just like, they just remind me of peace. So do you think of seagulls when you think of your peaceful beach?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't even think
They
of
be
the seagulls.
screaming.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, they yell, and they're. I don't really think of them myself, but
Even at peace, she can be chaotic, but that's another story. Okay, so this is a question I wanted to ask you. On your website, on your blog, you mentioned your principles are diversity, honesty, inclusion, commitment to quality content. What is quality content to you? What's a pet peeve?
oh man, these are some fire questions.
Yeah.
Quality content is just like, I feel like it's honestly like just putting your all and your best in something. like when you write, you try to put things together that are thoroughly researched, or it's something that you're passionate about, something that is soulful to you even. I'm not one of those people that's just gonna put any bullshit out there. Like, I like to really make sure that I'm putting things on there that matter to me, or even if I'm listing people or like referencing people or interviewing people, like I like to make sure that I really am, into this person, this creator, you know what I mean? And I really care about this being good. And so sometimes it may take me a little extra time to produce it, but I just like to make sure that it's quality. And I think the people can see through it too. Like if you put out some bullshit, like people can tell. Because it's like, oh, okay, he just put out whatever, or she just put out whatever. I think people can tell when you actually put time, you put effort, and even money. Like they can tell the difference. So I think when people come to whatever it is that I'm doing, I want them to be able to say like, oh, okay, this is really cool. Like he really put time and effort into it.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, it definitely, you can tell if somebody was just, we wrote these questions the day before or we had it already pulled up. Like you can just tell the effort people put into stuff.
Yeah, effort shows.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Effort shows. And I think speaking to what you said, like the investment that you make into your content, making sure that you have, clear backgrounds, good sound, it all adds up. And just making sure that you, even if you're not sure, like, I don't know if people like go dig what I'm doing, put it out there. But just make sure that it's quality when you do it.
Yeah. Because I can tell, like, even your photography, like, you do like Christmas specials, and I love that. And it seems like that's your favorite holiday.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he does like these Christmas, like self-portraits, and they're amazing. I also think you did calendars at one point too. Yeah. What do you see yourself like putting out next? I know you talked about your music. Can you tell us a little bit about your music and what you're going for right now?
So with the music, like it's gonna be like R&B, soul, with some obviously like some hip hop lace in there. I even, like I said, I want to do the techno influences because I'm from here. I'm from Detroit, so I want to put that in there, and some alternative stuff too. And that's the sound of it. And I think Chrissy, like you just made a good point. Like just put stuff out there, and I've had to tell myself that, like don't overthink everything. Just put it out there. If it's good and it's quality, just put it out there. So that's what I've been teaching myself this year to get stuff done. So, and I say that to say, like with music before, it was like I always wanted everything to be perfect. And I would look at the climate now and I'll be like, okay, this person has trap, this person has trap. I don't want to do trap. I don't know if I could really connect with it as an artist. I connect with it as a listener, but as an artist, do I connect with it? But now, I'm like, I don't have to define it. Like people nowadays are doing whatever they feel like doing and just making a record. Yeah, and just putting it out. So that's what the project will sound like. Sorry, what was the other part of the question?
Pretty much like how's your music, what it's gonna sound like, and yeah, like are you having fun getting back into music and putting?
Yeah, it's been fun, like getting back into it, and just just working on the craft again and finding like the passion for it again is really good for me because I spent a while, like I said, like not doing it because I was worried about like, oh, what will it sound like? Will it cross over to where people will like it? Because I feel like nowadays with a lot of artists, it's like you always have to sound like everybody else.
Yeah.
And that's kind of weird because like I was listening to Lucky Day earlier. And I mess with Lucky Day. Like I like his albums. They're pretty cool. And I kind of like him because he has like the modern sounds, but he kind of is a little, I don't know, like a little him, like a little different from other people.
Yeah, he has that uniqueness.
Yeah. So I feel like he's pretty fire as an artist, and just I feel like a lot of like we don't have like a male R&B artist right now where it's like they're just doing them and they do not care about what if their song is different from everybody else.
Yeah.
So I feel like that is something that might need to be filled for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like female artists, we have plenty of those in R&B. Yeah,
Plenty.
like plenty of them. And I feel like we need more like male R&B artists. So I feel like, you know, just being comfortable in myself and just trying new things and and also just making it up as I go too. Like I notice like sometimes you'll find little things will come to your head like just as you go. Mm-hmm. So that's the fun part too. It's not always about planning something, because I could plan something and it always will turn out different. It almost will never go exactly how I planned.
Yeah.
Yeah, so continuing on the music aspect, so earlier you mentioned, controversially, that Eminem was the king of Detroit. But what I want to ask you is, aside from Eminem, because I'm assuming you like his music, who are some of your other favorite artists?
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to be from Detroit.
Okay.
Just in general.
Okay, so I'm gonna say another Detroit artist. I'll say Big Sean is somebody that I listen to and am inspired by. You know, it's funny because I feel like the Eminem comment, I feel like there would be a lot of people that would agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been seeing like hate for Eminem lately on social media.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. I don't know if it's an issue because he's white. I don't know. I don't know what it's, but I mean, I think Eminem is like a lyrical rapper though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I think.
He is.
And I mean, he's always rep Detroit. Like he's all like, we had 8 we had different stuff from him. We had that whole scene with Obi Trice, D12.
Oh
D12.
yeah.
Yeah,
D12.
like we had them.
That's the name of my band.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I feel like he definitely like paid his dues for sure. But I feel like, I'm gonna be honest, like I do feel like because he is white that sometimes people don't want to give him that credit.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like he's a dope artist. I really do. Some of the other people that are my favorites are Jay-Z. Like I'm a huge
same.
Jay-Z fan.
Okay.
The music, the business acumen, the marketing, like just everything that he does, I think is dope as hell. I also am a fan of, there are so many people, like I'm a fan of, like I said, Lucky Day I think is really dope. I'm a fan of artists who like just do them. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't care about like trying to please people. Like I'm still a fan of Kanye. Like Kanye he's been a little,
That's good music.
yeah, like he's been a little different lately, but I'm still a fan of him, and he had a heavy influence on me, I think, growing up, because he was like one of those artistic dudes that was from Chicago and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he just had a different image, and he just rocked it and got to where he is.
And stay true to it.
Yeah, stay true to it. So I'm a fan of him. I think obviously Beyonce is great artist, great entertainer, great business acumen. Let me see if I can think of some other newer artists. I like some of Giveon, right? There was a Giveon. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I like him. I think he's really talented.
I like Giveon.
Man, so many.
It is a lot.
Yeah, so many people. Lil Baby, I think is talented.
Okay.
Yeah, so kind of all over. If I told you like all the stuff, people are like, what is this dude on? But like, I love all types of stuff. Like, there's this jazz group that I've been listening to, Neil Anderson Quartet. I've been listening to their music, and they're a local jazz band, so indie jazz band. They make some fire music. So I've been listening to them. I've been listening to like some Calvin Harris. Some David Guetta, so just I don't know, just like all types of stuff. Yeah, all types of stuff.
Pop is coming back. That whole 2007 super bass, boom, 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 boom. That whole era is coming back. It really is flying back in.
Yeah.
So That's where I remember like David Guetta really showing up in that era.
Yeah.
He always had a fist pumper.
Oh yeah. And I just wanted to say to your point about Eminem, it's definitely because he white, and
Yeah.
Detroit is a black ass city, so we're not about to be like,
Yeah.
yeah, that white man is the king of Detroit
It's
music.
the blackest city in
It
America.
is.
Okay.
Yeah.
The-
Blackest city in America.
That's the reason why. But I do think that Eminem, he definitely has some good songs. He's lyrical, so that's very nice. And I actually think I saw that jazz band at Shane Park this
Oh.
summer.
Oh,
I
okay.
think so. I think that was them.
Yep.
I have never been to Shane Park, and
Really.
damn, people are looking at me now. I was playing a Detroit game the other night, and they were like, "Oh, we'll take a shot if you haven't been to Shane Park." And I took that shot, and nobody else did. I said, "What the fuck?"
Not you.
Everybody
the only
else-
one.
Everybody else been to Shane Park on this bitch?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I've been there multiple times.
Somebody's like, "Are you here from Detroit?" Don't try me.
I feel like now we gotta find a concert. I gotta take you there. It is semi outdoors.
Yeah.
The seats is hard. And actually, the last time I went there was this past Saturday, so last week. And I went to go see Music Soul Child. So it was Kiki Wyatt, Chrisette Michelle. Oh, who was that other person? Oh, Dave Hollister. Dave Hollister from Blackstreet. And Music Soul Child.
Where you going with your mom?
Girl, no.
Oh,
But my job gave us free tickets.
that's what's up.
Girl, they would just be doing stuff. But shout out to them for that.
Shout
Was
out.
that the music concert? When was it? This past weekend?
Yes, and it was horrible. Horrible.
Or wow,
Like,
okay.
whoever their sound person is needs to be fucking fired.
Oh no.
Like, it was that bad. It was this bad to where Kiki Wyatt was the first person. She came out an hour late. And when she got out there, she's singing and shit.
Is she
And
still pregnant?
no, she's not pregnant. I think she got a BBL, to be honest, or a body
Girl.
makeover or something. Because she was shaking that little, that big thing, because it wasn't little. But yeah, when she came out, like the sound was like she was trying to sing over the music because it was like blaring. But she's like screaming and singing, and she like, hold on, we need to do a sound check. And she was like, okay, y'all get it together. She left off the stage and said, I'll be back when y'all get it together. They finally got it together, but they had to get it together every time a new artist was coming out.
Wow.
So we left before Music Soul Child even came out.
Dang, not before music.
But I heard that Music Soul Child was not good either. So
That's
Hey.
crazy because I saw him at Shane Park years ago. Like this was, I can't even remember how many years ago. He actually was sick, but he was fired though. Like he was really good.
dang.
So I don't know, like
it
if
gotta be the
something
sound.
happened. Yeah, I don't know if
Yeah.
something happened, but
Yeah.
he was good when I saw him there.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what I'm gonna try. That's my try of the week.
That's your fucking try. You better go.
I'm gonna try to get to Shane Park or Aretha Franklin Amphitheater.
Okay, shout out to Aretha Franklin, but I'm calling it Shane
Shane
Park.
Park.
Yeah.
That sounds like they tried to change the name to Kobo to like the
What is it?
TFC.
TFC, TCF. What are we doing?
I'm gonna mess up some acronyms. So
Yes.
and then Hollywood is Greektown is Hollywood now.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, girl,
They changed
yeah.
the name of Greektown?
Yeah, girl.
I'm about to call that shit Greektown. Don't fucking
It's
play.
Hollywood.
It's a Hollywood casino?
Hollywood, yes, casino.
I gotta look this up. Where have
So
I been
Hollywood
at?
Casino.
Casino owns it? Like they own it
I
now?
think so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, I gotta look that up.
Yeah.
Okay, so was that really your try of the week?
Literally.
Literally?
It has to be now because apparently I'm such an eyeball out of this.
Okay, before we let Sean plug himself, let me see. My try of the week is to, like we were kind of alluding to about just putting things out there. If you are thinking about doing something, just do it. Like, don't overthink it. Don't be like, oh my God, like nobody's gonna look at this, nobody's gonna like this, because it's somebody out there that's gonna like that shit. So do that shit. Don't overthink it, and just go from there. If you need to tweak it. But other than that, like, don't doubt yourself. That's my try of the week. You got a try for us?
Yeah.
It's funny. I think we got a saying try a week. So I would say, like, when you're doing something, don't overthink it. Just do it. Just literally, if there's something that you want to do in life, just do it. Don't overthink it. Don't overprocess it. Don't worry about what other people are gonna say. Like, just do it
Mhm.
and put it out there, because I guarantee you somebody out in society is gonna want it just as bad as you want it.
Mhm.
And if there's been something in your mind that you want to do, I can guarantee you somebody else will appreciate it.
Mhm.
Just make sure you study though, because I just thought of the pink sauce when y'all said that. And somebody probably just told her to just do it. And you can. And she probably made a good thousands.
Yeah.
But always be open to improvement too.
Be open to
Improvement.
constructive criticism.
Yeah.
I feel that. All right, Sean. So thank you so much for being our first official guest. Can you just tell the people where they can find you? Tell them your Instagram, wherever you want them to know.
Absolutely. Thank you, ladies, for having me on the show. I'm a big fan of the show, always supporting it. You can find me on Instagram at ENZO.Detroit. That's ENZO .Detroit. You can find me on Instagram as well. My blog page for the 811 blog is 811 blog. And those are the words, 811 and then blog. That's on all platforms, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
All right. And just closing out, we want to thank you again so much. We hope you enjoyed being here, and our episode should be out soon.
Yes.
And we just appreciate it. This was so fun.
It was. Shout out to you for being our first guest.
Yes.
Woo. All right, well, that's all. Thank y'all for listening and watching, and we'll see y'all next time.
See you next week.